you fucking scumbags!
Welcome to the Week 3/Week 4 video preview recap, man. We're going to break it down. We're going to tell you how close you got to winning or how bad you got fucked up this week, bro. Ain't that right, Angel?
Or not. I feel like everybody was looking forward to the Monday night game, praying that their person was going to... I was praying for 23 points from Tucker. Chris was praying for 44 points from his guy. Big Mike was hoping for a big game from Lamar Jackson. And you thought you had it in the bag with 10 points, and Hollywood Brown was definitely nowhere to be found.
He ghosted me, bro. That's what he did.
The only person who scored a shitload of points was Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, the one person who is expected to score that many points, bro.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this, man.
Yeah, man, let's get right into it, bro. I mean, I'm going to jump right into the matchup between me and Biddle. And honestly, I was in my head. I'm going to let you know right now. This was prime for the taking. I had him in my sights. You know, he scores the least amount of points so far. And I just can't take advantage. This sums up what my year looks like so far. I got in my head, bro. I had Jeff Wilson in the lineup come Sunday morning, and I saw Jacobs, and I said I had to start Jacobs. If I start Jeff Wilson, if I start Tar Goodley, I win. Easily I win. But, I mean, at the other side, bro, he has Kamara, who puts up 44 points, bro. How does anybody compete with that,
back-to-back
man?
40-point performances.
How do we compete with that,
Back-to-back 40-point performances. But if you think about it, he had a player put up 40 points, and Kamara, surprisingly, for the first week, put up his lowest score of the season. His team just didn't come out to play this week. But because of this one amazing performance from Alvin Kamara, that was enough to knock you off, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you really are in your head. I mean, now Aaron Rodgers performs better than Kyler Murray. You just can't win with that quarterback duo. That's why you should have just drafted one, bro. Make it easier on yourself.
Yeah.
And honestly, now you're going 0-3, and you need to make some moves, my guy. You need to make some moves. I think it's time for you to look on the trade block.
Yeah. All right, bro. Next up, we got Jared against Galladay and Express. And, man, finally, Jared gets over the hump. Connor gets over the hump, beats his nemesis, best friend, Jared, and Galladay and Express finally has his Galladay in, finally in the game. And he comes to play, bro. He scores a touchdown, puts some points on the board for Connor, and his team actually beats Jared decidedly, bro. What do you think?
For real. Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb just paved the way for his big victory. And also, fun fact is that he picked up the 49ers defense who Jared dropped. And played them against him. So Jared, maybe in his head a little bit, rage dropped the Niners. Connor picks him up and plays them against them. I mean, that
is good, and that's a good observation. But at the same time, Jared played the Colts defense, who put up 25 points, bro. So
that is true. I
think Jared knew what he was doing, and most of his team just didn't perform, to the standard. Where Connor's team looks really good right now.
I think Jared was hoping for a big game from Minshew to start off the week on Thursday night, and he definitely didn't get what he wanted.
All right, man. Next up, we got Rich against Chris. What do we call this? The Battle of the Bellies, man? King K. Rool against King DDD, bro. We got the big boys back-to-back, and honestly, this was a surprise. I'm pretty sure we both picked Rich in the last video, and dude, Rich's team came to play, bro, on the back of Josh Allen.
We both picked Chris, yeah.
I know.
And we said it wasn't going to be easy. Okay, we did say that. We said it wasn't going to be an easy win, but Wake and Drake came to play, man. I mean, like you said, off the back of Josh Allen, but I think there was also some big upgrades for him. One, he got Keenan Allen with Herbert. I mean, such a major upgrade compared to Tyrod Taylor. Not Tyrod, Tyrod.
Yeah.
And Alan Lazard, he got a key play, a key pickup with Devontae Adams out, and just blew up for him on Sunday night.
So lucky, bro. So lucky.
But on Chris's side, I mean, of course, Russell continued to cook. I mean, honestly, I think this man has to be in the lead for the MVP thus far this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't
respect on
compare
his
him
name,
to
bro.
anybody else right now. You know, he also had James Conner in the starting lineup, and he put up a big performance for him. But he put up a pretty good game, 146 points, but not enough for Wake and Drake.
Yeah. Kudos to Rich. He came out with the victory. But we're gonna keep it moving, man.
So,
next up, we got to the window,
to the wall.
Waller. I like that name, Mike.
To the sweat drop down my baller.
Against look, another win. AKA I steal other people's team names from last year. AKA pop, lock, and drop it.
Look,
Okay,
first she
Talisha
changes her icon to the same one that Mocha already has. And then she changes her name to the same name Big Mike had last year. Talisha, we love the name. Just leave the name the same. Oh, look, another win. That's perfect. Go back. It was working. Don't let this give you bad luck. Anyways, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Anyways, Lamar Jackson, MIA. Darren Waller, MIA. DeAndre Swift, Dante Johnson, MIA. All of Big Mike's secondary role players did not come up. Lamar Jackson, we can almost guarantee he puts a 20 spot on the scoreboard. Does not show up in the biggest game, the biggest spotlight, Monday Night Football. We're banking on him, and he takes a shit, bro. What happened?
Yes, sir. I mean, his whole team pretty much took a shit. And the only ones who really performed were Dalvin Cook and his bench. He left about 50 points on his bench between Darrell Henderson and Justin Jefferson. I'm just saying. Anyways, Talisha
you trade because you're so big on the
bro.
Rams
You're bringing it up
backfield.
for a fourth time, bro.
And you
just
start
drop
DeAndre
it.
Swift
Just
instead of Darrell
drop it.
Henderson. Oh my God, bro.
Anyways, Talisha's team puts up 147 points, and now she is the undisputed. Last week she was almost number one in the league. Now she is the undisputed, the only undefeated person in this league, the number one, Talisha.
Stop sucking her dick, number one. And number two, okay.
Pretty sure you were the one that sucked her dick.
She is not the first girl to have success in this league, okay? Jasmine has won a title. Yeah, she's not in the league anymore, but let's not put Talisha on this fucking pedestal without,
How long ago was that from,
records.
bro? I don't even. You bringing out the skeletons. I don't even know somebody named Jasmine.
I'm just saying. If anything, bro, you're the one that's mad about the secret advisor during draft night, okay? But hey, Talisha, all right, finally we can give some respect to Talisha. She's number one, undisputed, top of the list. But let's see how long that lasts. John Brown is out for who knows how many games. There has to be a time where her team just takes a shit. And I'm sure it's going to be next week, but who knows, man. We're going to move on to the next one.
That's what we said before the season started, after week 1, after week 2. She's now number one overall. Now are we going to keep saying it? I don't know. Let's see.
Okay. Well, hey, I want to move on to something more positive, like getting a pick right. You know what I'm saying? When I say upset of the week.
Yeah, because
and
we're
shit
always
really happens,
right, bro.
It really happens, bro. I'm telling you. We're going to talk about Moke versus Tampa Bay. And boy, did it come through, bro. I mean, not to shit on the Angels team too much.
I'm happy about being right, but
team,
goddamn.
You guys put up 157 points, which is a lot of points in the league, but it just wasn't enough for the firepower between Austin Eckler, bro, Allen Robinson, James Robinson, bro.
Let's talk about these major upgrades that he got.
2 Robinsons on his team scored 30 points. Moke, you have to change your name to
Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons, bro. Hey, that's a really good movie, by the way.
I know. And
really good movie, by
dude,
the way.
this guy, oh my goodness, it has to be a part of his strategy where he goes 0-2, picks up the best waiver of the year and James Robinson, and then just fucking owns from there because there's no one left to pick up on waivers. I mean, let's talk about the big upgrades he got. He got James Robinson in his flex. We talked about him last week. He got Allen Robinson with Nick Foles, bringing out his true potential. We all knew Allen Robinson was a baller, but now with Mitch Trubisky and Austin Eckler with Herbert. I mean, Austin Eckler was back to his form from last year, where he finished, top 5 running back in the league.
And his backup, the guy who's supposed to steal all his touchdowns, Joshua Kelly, did not do shit, bro.
And they split carries, but Austin Eckler is clearly the catching back, the pass catcher in that
the fantasy
backfield. So
football
regardless
back.
of
The fantasy
splitting
football
rushes,
back.
that's what really matters.
Yeah.
So at the end of the
I
day,
mean, hey, you made all the right plays on your team, bro. You have Mike Davis in there who picked up where McCaffrey left off. Godwin had a good game. Cooper had a good game. Robert Woods had a good game. Tom Brady had a good game. It just wasn't enough, bro. It wasn't enough. So kudos to Scolioli, Mochalicious, Waiver Wire, fucking Jabroni, all right? Kudos to him. But hey, that wraps up the recap for week number 3. We're going to bounce right back and give you the preview for week number
4. Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
First up, we got myself. The
Versus
judge looking
myself.
We're looking for win number 1 up against Tampa Bay.
This is just the confidence booster I need after a big loss like that. So thank you, bro.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I am so excited to give you your first beat by somebody who has no fucking wins, bro. I have no wins.
So did Alex. He had no wins before.
Back
Am I just
back
gonna
weeks.
lose to everybody who has no wins? Is that my curse?
Yes.
We'll see.
Back to back,
Look,
bro.
This
is what's gonna happen.
I am, Christian McCaffrey list, right? I'm more than likely gonna be Chris Godwin list, and I'm still gonna beat you, bro. So I mean, it doesn't matter. You can have your full starting lineup. My team's too deep for you to handle, bro. So I don't even think you've scored once the amount of points that my team averages, which is over 150 points.
All right. I mean, if you want to bet, bro, we can bet. We can bet, bro.
Here
Put your
we
money
go.
where your mouth is, bro.
Here we go. You're
Put your
already
money
gonna
where
lose
your
your
mouth
bet to
is.
Biddle for this year, bro. You don't want to lose another $50, man.
I'm so sad that this wasn't the upset of the week. You were just mad that you don't want to be upset of the week twice.
Go ahead and call it the upset of the week. Go ahead.
That's why we announced somebody else, because you were so afraid that it was gonna be upset of the week twice.
Yeah.
I don't wanna hurt your feelings, bro. You're about to be 2-2 next week, so good for you, bro.
All right, we'll see. Go ahead.
All right. Next up, we got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air against Peachy Court
Bangers. Well, it's more like, we got this dude is not performing right now, man. His team is in shambles right now, but he needs to get on that waiver wire like he did last week. He needs to get on that trading game. I'm just saying, and he's not typically a trade kind of guy, but I think it's time for him to step outside of his comfort zone and start reaching out to people.
Jared hates to trade. He is so about the waiver. He is so about his team and draft night. He hates to trade.
Well, what does he hate more? Does he hate trading more, or does he hate wearing a pink shirt more? I'm just saying.
Well, honestly, I would love to see Jared in a pink shirt. All right, but that's just me. That's just me. Okay. I mean, moving forward, if he sticks with this quarterback situation, I mean, you got Deshaun Watson, Gardner Minshew, Joe Burrow. He's gonna have this revolving, which quarterback do I start every week, and it's just gonna drive him nuts. So you have to pick somebody, and roll with the punches. That's why you drafted him. But
all right. Who you got, man?
I gotta go with Chris, bro. Jared's team is just in shambles, bro. I gotta go with Chris.
I think Russ is gonna continue to cook, and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's got another win, and back in the win column hopefully this week. All right, next up, who we got?
Next up, we got the
Upset of the week. Who could we have as the possible upset? Who?
We got the undefeated Pop Lock and change your fucking name, drop it. About to be upset by Connor Galladay and Express McCoy. And I know what you're thinking. They both won last week. They both have winning records, but you don't understand the history and the roots of this competition matchup. It is. Connor
this won't
has
just
never
be an
beaten
upset
her.
for one game. This would be an upset for this history, and hopefully you can break that curse.
History.
And we're 2-1 right now on the upset, so we're on a winning streak. We think this is gonna go through.
We're
and this is
feeling
no
great.
disrespect to Talisha. You need to take
This
this
is
as a
100%.
compliment. We respect your team enough to call you the upset, and that's why we're choosing this as the upset of the week. What else you got?
Yeah, we respect you so much, we're picking you to lose. But we love the matchups right here. We love the fact that Talisha has absolutely nobody on her bench. We love the fact that Connor has great matchups. And we honestly, we are hoping that you can beat Talisha for the very first time in your life. In your life, bro. So you should be so happy. You should be on cloud 9 right now. And hope Talisha does some stupid shit and leaves somebody that's not going to fucking play in her lineup. Give you the best chance you have, bro.
Even with that, I still see, I don't know, man. That's going to be tough. Talisha can still pulled it out last week with no John Brown. So we're putting up 0 points, so we'll see.
All right. Hey,
next up.
You know how we feel. So next up, we got the
Game of the Week.
We got my boy Scolioli Mochalicious
and Wake and
Dre.
Let's go.
Wow, bro.
Another surprising
Both of
pick
these
for the
teams-
week. But
Both of these teams are on the incline. Both of these teams got to win. They got momentum. Their teams are finally playing. Their guys are finally playing, man. Tell me what you think of this shit, bro.
look, Rich is without Le'Veon for at least another week. But, I mean, he didn't need that fourth horse in order to put up 169 points last week. He picked up the right people. Josh Allen is playing out of his mind. And Moke does get a bit of a downgrade with Chris Carson potentially out for the week. They say he may or may not miss this upcoming week. But
He's out.
He
He's
received,
out.
but he
He's
also
out.
they both received upgrades through Herbert, right? Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen. We already talked about that. And Scolioli Mochalicious has got some other major upgrades. So this is just going to be a banger, man. I think this is going to be an unexpected high-scoring game, even though it's the 8th ranked versus the 10th ranked as of last week. This is going to be a much, much bigger game than expected.
Who you picking, bro?
It's going to be close, but sorry, man. I think Scolioli Mochalicious is going to be on a rampage from here on out. I think his team received such big upgrades that it's just undeniable that his team is going to put up major points going forward.
I'm going with Rich.
Give me your reason.
Rich is
Give
gonna
me your
win this.
reason.
You know what? I'll give you a couple reasons. Josh Allen, number 1. Miles Sanders, number 2. Keenan Allen, number 3. And the best part about this is he traded somebody so dumb for this trade, this fucking stupid trade for Will Fuller. Give me Will Fuller against the terrible Minnesota Vikings defense, and he's gonna tear it up, bro. He's gonna be the high scoring player on his team. You heard it here first, bro.
All right. Next
That's
up.
gonna be the deciding factor. Last but not least, we got Kamara Virus against To the window!
To the waller! To the sweat drop down my ballers. And this is actually going to be a big game between these two guys. And, Kamara Virus, prior to last week, putting up a ton of points. Both these guys had an off week last week. But I think they're both going to come in and bounce back from where they were last week.
Should we expect Biddle to put all of his top players on the bench?
No, we beat him to it because we're recording this Monday night right after the Monday night game, so he doesn't have the opportunity to troll us.
Yeah, we're not stupid enough to.
He can do it now, but he's just gonna be wasting his time.
Yeah, and he's stupid for it regardless. So, bro, after the lineups, after the matchups, what are you leaning right now? Tell me, what are you thinking?
You know what? This is going to be a really close matchup. Big Mike has A.J. Brown, who's still out due to a pretty significant bone bruise. But Biddle also got some injuries lingering on his side. Who knows if Devontae Adams is going to bounce back or not? I think it's going to matter a lot on that. But at the end of the day, if Kamara Virus is playing out of his mind the way he is, I can't bet against somebody who has a player putting up 40 points. So as of right now, I'm going to give the slight edge to Mr. Biddle.
I'm going against you once again. I'm going to go with Big Mike. I know he's going to be smart and he's going to start Darrell Henderson over DeAndre Swift. And he's going to fucking win this matchup decidedly before Monday night. And we're going to all go to bed nice Sunday night knowing that Big Mike beat Little Mike. Honestly, that's what's going to happen, bro. I love you so much. Everybody in this fucking league. What do you guys think of the new shirts? If you like them. Hey, go subscribe, like, tell us you want one, support your fellow commissioner and co-commissioner all day. Tell us what you think. We don't give a fuck. Good luck to your team on week 4, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.